everyone, my name is April Corley Sloop and I'm the Events and Marketing Coordinator for Harrisburg Parks and Recreation. We are so glad that you decided to join Storytime today. Today's Storytime comes from the Cabarrus County Library, so make sure you put on your thinking cap and bundle up as you learn more about winter wildlife.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Shae and I work at the Harrisburg Library, and I'm so excited today to share a story time about animals. Mr. Daniel from the Harrisburg Parks and Rec has asked us here at the library to read a story for you before he does his wildlife activity. So today I'm going to share a book called Polar Bear Morning by Lauren Thompson and pictures by Stephen Savage. And this is a wonderful story about a baby polar bear and one of his first mornings out and seeing all the wonderful sights and the ice and the cold water, all the different animals that they see in the Arctic. So if you're ready, here we go. Polar Bear Morning. Polar Bear Morning by Lauren Thompson, illustrated by Stephen Savage. Read with permission from Scholastic Press. Polar Bear Morning. There's our polar bear. Woo! Good morning. The morning is chill and bright. From her cozy den, a polar bear cub peeks out at the snow and ice and clear blue sky. The little bear hears the seagull's faraway call. Bow, bow. She sees the sparkling snow. She clambers out into the day. Oh, there's the seagulls. Again, the little bear hears the seagull's call. She sees them twirling together above the far drifts. The polar bear cub watches, wondering. She sets off across the snow and ice. And suddenly, a snowy something tumbles down the snow hill. The polar bear cub sees a snowy face. She sees snowy fur and snowy paws. It is a snow cub. It's just like her. And they see each other for the first time. Two cubs. The little snow cub scampers away. The polar bear cub follows. The little snow cub climbs the snow hill and tumbles down again. Oh no. But then the polar bear cub climbs and tumbles too. That looks pretty fun. The little snow cub runs fast towards the glinting sea. The little polar bear runs fast too. The two bear cubs sprint beside the sea, swiftly, swiftly. They race past the seals. They rush past the walruses and whales, and high above the seagulls whirl on the wind, calling, "Ah, ah." The polar bear cubs pause at the ice's edge. Before them, the waves toss and flash. The sea spray salts the air. All at once, the two little bears jump into the sea together. Oh, they're jumping in. Synchronized jump. And then they swim under the water. Snow, sea, and ice, and the wide blue sky. Friends, the end. Wasn't that a wonderful story? I love polar bears, especially little baby polar bears. And they're so interesting. We can't really take a lot of trips to Antarctica because it's so cold, but to see this book talk about all the different animals is really great. And I'm sure Mr. Daniel will probably talk about some Arctic animals that live in the cold. And you can also get plenty of books with pictures of real polar bears. Just to let you know, thank you so much for Storytime. We're going to pass it on to Mr. Daniel.
Thank you, Ms. Shae. My name again is Mr. Daniel. I'm with the town of Harrisburg Parks and Recreation. And what a wonderful story Polar Bear Morning is. That's going to be one of my favorite stories that I'm going to now read to my son. His name's Oliver, and he's only 14 months, but I think that's going to be a new staple in our household. So to go along with the theme of Polar Bear Morning, we're going to create a Winter Wonderland sensory bottle. So we're going to tap into our senses of sight and touch. So in the next video, I'm going to show you what supplies you're going to need, and we'll take it from there.
For this activity, you may want to use a straw or spatula, some blue glitter glue, some sequins or stickers, maybe a little figurine to adorn the top of your bottle or put inside. Some items not included are water and a hot glue gun.
So I've already made one. In my sensory bottle, I put some cotton balls to represent clouds. I got some shredded paper. It looks like a wintry storm there. I also have glittery glue. Kind of gives it a shimmer when you hold it up to the light, or even if you're outdoors. All right, so let's get ready to start with yours. I do advise adult supervision, whether it's a guardian or a parent or older sibling, because like the previous activity, it can get a little messy. Welcome back. As you can see, I've cleared off my workspace. I've rolled up my sleeves. I got the essential items that I'm going to use for my sensory water bottle. I got some blue shimmery glitter glue to help us make our water look real. Also got some sequin snowflakes that I'm going to put inside my water bottle. I got some more snowflake stickers to put on outside to decorate my water bottle. Got this adorable little polar bear cub in honor of Polar Bear Morning. I'm going to use this with some hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue it on top of my water bottle to decorate. Got my water bottle here. Now you don't have to use this specific type of water bottle. It actually was a little bit hard for me to find. I had to go and call around to several different grocery stores. It's a specialty water bottle. It was recommended in an activity that I found online that I'm going to share with you in the links below. You can use a plastic water bottle. You can use reusable containers, as long as your mom, dad, or guardian is okay with you using that. Because like I said before, this activity is going to get a little bit messy. So if your parents, guardians, older siblings don't mind, then that's good with me. Of course, I got my water. And as I mentioned, I got my glue gun here that I'm going to use to attach my little polar bear cub to the top of my water bottle. So first, we're going to want to put some glitter glue inside the bottle. Just like that. Right, next we're going to add some water. We're going to use the water to distribute the glitter as well as break down the glue a little bit to kind of get that blue shimmer going. You don't have to put too much in there at first. This is just to kind of shake it up, to break it up. All right, let's get ready to pour in. All right, that should be good enough. All right, I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake to kind of break up the water, the glitter, and the glue to eventually give it that shimmer look. As you see in the ocean, whether it's in the Arctic or the Atlantic or even near the Pacific Ocean. While that's settling, I'm going to open up my stickers here. I'm going to start decorating my bottle. All right. So I got my stickers here. I'm gonna put a snowflake here. Nice big one. As you can see, the water's starting to settle a little bit. The bubbles are starting to pop, so you won't have those bubbles going on. Put another snowflake here. And you can continue to put snowflakes. I'm just going to put a couple on right now. All right. All right, I'm going to add some more water as the bubbles are starting to die down. See that glitter float all around? That's what you want. All right, while the water is settling, I'm going to add some snowflakes to my water. You can put as many as you want or as little as you want. It's your sensory bottle. Snowflake is dropping. Look at that. I'm going to use my stainless steel straw here to kind of poke them down. There we go. All right, I've plugged in my hot glue gun. It's going to take a little while. I would suggest either a parent or a guardian, if you do decide to use a hot glue gun, to be the ones that put the glue on top of the bottle. All right, now that my hot glue gun has been sitting for a little bit and it's reached the temperature that it needs to be, I'm going to carefully take my glue gun here. Just going to put the glue on the bottom of my polar bear's feet here. Be careful not to touch the hot glue because it can burn. Alright. I'm going to set them right there on top. Can you see? There he is. So I give him a few moments to dry, and then I'll show you what it all looks like all together. All right, now that we've added our adorable little bear cub, I think I'm going to name her Luna after the moon. Both are white. One's furry though. Latin name for polar bears is Ursus maritimus. Roughly translates to maritime bear, which is perfect because these bears, even though they're born on land, they tend to spend most of their lives on ice, floating around in the Arctic Circle. Polar bears can weigh anywhere from 750 to 1,500 pounds. The males, which are called boars, are typically larger than the females, and females are called sows. You may be asking, what type of food do polar bears eat? Well, they are a type of carnivores. That means they eat meat. So their primary food source are seals. Well, I hope you learned something today about the polar bears, about wintertime, about making a sensory bottle. Hope you enjoyed making that as much as I did. Again, my name is Mr. Daniel. I'm with the town of Harrisburg Parks and Recreation. Again, I want to thank Cabarrus County Library, Miss Shae for reading Polar Bear Morning. Like I said, I think it's going to be a new book that we have in our household that Oliver will enjoy, as well as this little sensory bottle. We want you guys to be safe and healthy, stay positive. We'll be doing another activity next time with a book by the library that they'll read to us called Old Bear. All right, see you next time. Bye.